Hey there, this is Corey from Our Voice USA, and in this video, I'm going to show how to get started with HelloVoterHQ and demonstrate its core capabilities. Before I do though, please like, subscribe, and share this video if you like what you see. We're also now on Patreon, link in the description. At the end of this video, I'll run through the quick commands to get this installed. Here we are staring at what it looks like when it first gets set up. Right now, I'm the only volunteer in here and I'm the administrator. I'll start by importing some data, a voter file I obtained from the state government. Click Import Data in the menu and click the Browse button. Map each column of the spreadsheet to the attributes desired and click Import. Now we see the import job is running. While it's doing so, let's go create a form and some terms. Click Forms in the menu and Add Form. Name it at the top and then click and drag the desired attributes of the form over to the right. You can reorder them as you like. This list of attributes is just some defaults. You can create more via the Attributes section in the menu. Click Create Form at the bottom and now you see it in the list. Click Turf in the menu and then Add Turf. There are many ways to create turf. Here we'll select by legislative boundary, select the state of New Jersey, select district type of State House of Representatives, and then district date. Technically New Jersey is General Assembly, not State House. Naming details. Click Submit to create it. Over to the system queue in the menu and we can see our import and turf creation jobs. Now let's head into the app. Tap Canvassing and we have a few options here. As I haven't done any assignments yet, I'll show you what it looks like to enter while you're unassigned. This button at the bottom isn't in the app, it's just a developer shortcut to connect to my local instance and log Google. Connection successful. Here it's telling me I'm in the system now and I'm waiting assignment. Anyone who uses the mobile app to connect to your system will see this message as they are not assigned to anything yet. You'll see them over here in Volunteers on the Unassigned section. Now let's do an assignment. Let's give me the form and turf I created and then back to the app. There, it let me in. Just tap past the disclaimer and into the map I go. Here I see pins on the map that represent the data that I imported. Tapping on them gives the address, and tapping on the address brings up who lives there. Tapping on the person brings up the canvassing form that contains the attributes that we've assigned to the form. We can make changes as we need to and save them at the bottom. Visited locations show in green. Unvisited locations show in brown. Multi-address units show in cyan. We can mark addresses as not home, which changes the pin color to yellow, and not interested, which changes it to red. Now let me sign out here and come in via a different account. You'll notice the Scan QR Code button. Let's create one. Click QR Codes on the menu and then Generate QR Code at the bottom. Let's give it a name by clicking on the pencil icon, saying it's our standard form for our General Assembly District 8. Now we can distribute this QR code or the link here, and anyone who installs HelloVoter and then taps the link or scans the QR code will go to the assignments that we gave this QR code here. Let's demonstrate. Since this is a simulator and it doesn't have a camera, I can't take a picture, so I'll use the link. Open Safari and paste the link here, or someone can tap on it from their phone's email, and it asks me to open HelloVoter. It then asks me to sign in. I'll choose Facebook this time so I come in as a different user. Confirm I want to continue and it takes me straight into the map. This is a user the system has never seen before, and because I entered through the QR code or link, it auto-assigns that user to the right place. You also have the option to later change the assignments of a particular QR code or disable it entirely. You'll notice the red pin is gone. That's because regular volunteers by default won't see certain data based on server configuration. No need to see not interested folk, out of sight, out of mind. List View shows a by street list of addresses in order of house number. This view is particularly useful when you're hitting every house on a street or in a neighborhood and the pins would otherwise be really close together and you would have to zoom down really far. On History tab, it shows past activity in the area and now into settings. Enabling chill mode will make the app use less battery life and cellular data by updating only when you specifically request it to. The address limit here changes how much data your device asks the server for. Newer phones can handle larger amounts of data without slowing down. If you set this to large, it's probably a good idea to also enable chill mode. The next option lets you decide whether or not to hide already contacted people at the green pins. This lets you further target your canvassing to people that haven't been spoken to before. Finally, you have filter results by attribute value. Here you can specify which form attribute you want to filter down, such as by gender, race, party affiliation, etc. This gives your volunteers the flexibility to only hit the houses which meet certain criteria based on the canvassing strategy, or for people to talk with whom they're most comfortable with. Here you see many pins disappear after I specified only Democrats. Now if we want to add a second filter, say only female, the number of pins is again further reduced. And there you have it. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you liked what you saw, and support us on Patreon, link in the description. Stick around after our end sequence to see how easy this is to get set up. Have a great day. In a web browser, head over to github.com. Here you can go into the HelloVoter code repository and copy the git link. Open a command shell here and clone it. Now cd into the directory and run npm install. Once that's finished, run npm run database. This builds and fires up a Docker container with the graph database used by HelloVoter. After that completes, run npm start. This opens up a web browser and loads the React app. And now it's recognizing the fact that there are no admins and gives you the command to run to make yourself an admin. Copy it and run the command in a new terminal. Be sure you're in the HelloVoter directory first. Now hit reload, and now we're in business. Of course, a production deployment of this has a few more steps. We've documented that in the README files in the code repository. Give that a read and feel free to send us issues or pull requests if you have questions or desired changes. Oh, and by the way, a brief demo of the Neo4j graph database that HelloVoter uses. Let's pull up a web browser and go to localhost port 7474. The default username is Neo4j, and the default password set by our scripts is HelloVoter, all lowercase. Now I have data in here from this video. Let's start with just the volunteers. Here you see my two social media accounts. Here we see related nodes and the fact that these two users share some common relationships, such as the device used to log in and what things they are assigned to. On to visits we see the addresses the visits were at, the people that were visited, etc. Onward to attributes of a person, which were compiled on the canvassing form that was assigned. And down the rabbit hole we go.